Ladies, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. The spotless homes you remember from your childhood, the ones that smelled like lemon, lavender, or freshly baked bread. Those didn't happen by chance. They were kept that way by wise women who knew cleaning hacks passed down through generations, tricks that actually work. Stick with me to the end, because I'm about to share 10 cleaning secrets most people today have never even heard of. And once you know them, your home will never feel the same again. And before we begin, go ahead and like this video, subscribe, and tell me in the comments what's one cleaning trick your mother or grandmother swore by. I'd love to read them. Let's dive in. 1. The pillowcase fan blade trick. Let me paint you a picture. It's early spring. The sun is warming the room just enough to make you want to switch on the ceiling fan. You do, and whoosh, a soft, snowy shower of dust comes tumbling down on your freshly cleaned table. I remember learning this trick the hard way in my early 30s. I had just finished hosting Easter lunch. My fan hadn't been cleaned in months, and when I turned it on, well, let's just say, dessert came with a side of dust. Here's how to prevent that ever happening to you. Grab an old pillowcase, one that's seen better days. Now, instead of wiping the blades and sending dust flying everywhere, slide the pillowcase over each blade, one at a time. Gently pinch and pull. The dust stays trapped inside the case, not on your floor, your face, or your furniture. After you're done, just shake the pillowcase outside and toss it in the laundry. No fancy tools, no special sprays. Just an old pillowcase and a little know-how. Trust me, this trick has saved me hours over the years and kept my curtains from needing an extra wash. 2. Vinegar in the microwave steam bomb. Let's talk about the microwave. Oh, that handy little box we all rely on, but forget to clean until it's a horror show inside. One time, my grandson warmed up leftover spaghetti with the lid off. The next morning, it looked like Jackson Pollock had painted the inside of the microwave with marinara. Instead of scrubbing until your arms ache, I use what I call the steam bomb method. Fill a microwave-safe bowl with 1 cup of water and a few tablespoons of white vinegar. Place it in the microwave and heat it on high for 5 full minutes. When that timer dings, don't rush to open the door. Let it sit for another 2 minutes so the steam can work its magic. Then, when you open it, the walls will be covered in condensation, like a little sauna in there. All that grime, softened, loosened, and ready to wipe clean. Just take a damp cloth and swipe it all away. No scrubbing, no chemicals. And the best part, the vinegar neutralizes odors, so it smells fresh, not like last week's burnt popcorn. 3. Newspaper for streak-free glass. Now, this one brings back memories. My mother used to clean every mirror and window in our home using nothing more than vinegar and old newspapers. I used to think she was just being frugal. Well, she was, but she was also being smart. Today, people are spraying all sorts of chemical concoctions on their glass and still getting streaks. I tell them, stop wasting your money. All you need is a spray bottle filled with equal parts white vinegar and water and some good old-fashioned newspaper. Not glossy paper, real, crinkly newspaper. Spray the glass, then crumple the paper into a soft ball and wipe in circles. It might feel strange at first, but you'll see no streaks, no lint, and a satisfying squeak when it's clean. It's almost meditative, really. My husband always jokes that our mirrors are so clean he's afraid to walk into them. I take that as a compliment. 4. Lemon and salt sink scrub. You know, there's something about a clean, gleaming sink that makes the whole kitchen feel fresh. When mine starts looking dull, I don't run to the supermarket. I run to my fruit bowl. All you need is a lemon and some coarse salt. Sea salt or even kosher salt works fine. Cut the lemon in half, dip the juicy side into the salt, and then scrub every inch of your stainless steel sink. The salt acts like a gentle exfoliant, while the lemon cuts through grease, grime, and even hard water spots. You'll hear a little sizzle and smell that bright citrusy scent. It's practically aromatherapy. After a few minutes, rinse with warm water and stand back. It'll shine so much you'll see your reflection. And let me tell you something. This method has never failed me. I've used it before holiday dinners, after canning sessions, even after messy grandkid experiments. It works every time. 5. The lazy Susan under the sink. Oh, under the sink, the Bermuda Triangle of the kitchen. Things go in, but do they ever come out? I used to knock over half the contents just trying to find the dish soap. Sound familiar? Then, one day while reorganizing my spices, I had an idea. Why not put a lazy Susan under the sink? You know, those spinning trays we used for salt, pepper, and cinnamon sticks? Well, they're even more useful when they're holding your cleaning supplies. Line up your sprays, bottles, gloves, and brushes on it. When you need something, just give it a spin. No more digging, no more knocking things over, and best of all, no forgotten bottles expiring in the back. It's such a simple change, but it makes your daily cleaning routine faster and far less frustrating. I even have a smaller version under my bathroom sink now. And when friends see it, they always say the same thing. Why didn't I think of that? Well, now you have. 6. Baking soda on the mattress. Now let's talk about something most people never clean, their mattress. Think about it. We sleep on it every night, we sweat, we shed skin, sometimes we snack, though we're not supposed to. And yet, when's the last time most folks really gave it a proper clean? Back in my day, we flipped our mattresses every season and gave them a good airing in the sun. But when the weather doesn't cooperate, or if your mattress weighs more than your grandkids combined, here's a trick. Baking soda. Sprinkle a generous layer all over the top of the mattress. Yes, like you're seasoning a roast. Let it sit for an hour or more. It draws out moisture, absorbs odors, and helps lift away invisible grime. I like to do this on a Saturday morning, then vacuum it all up just before I change the sheets. And let me tell you something, climbing into a freshly cleaned bed with crisp sheets and a mattress that smells like nothing at all, it's pure bliss. No artificial fragrances, no chemicals, just clean. And for extra peace of mind, I toss in a few drops of lavender essential oil into the baking soda before sprinkling. Helps you sleep like a baby. 7. The essential oil toilet paper trick. Bathrooms can be tricky. You want them clean, but you also want them to smell fresh without that heavy, artificial air freshener smell that makes it seem like you're trying to cover something up. Here's my favorite little secret. Essential oils plus your toilet paper roll. Not the paper itself, but the cardboard tube inside. Just add 3 to 5 drops of your favorite essential oil right onto the inside of the roll. That's it. Every time someone pulls the paper, it gently releases a light, natural scent. Not overpowering, not chemical, just a lovely background note of lavender, eucalyptus, peppermint, whatever suits your fancy. I keep one in every bathroom. And guests always comment, "Your bathroom always smells so nice, but I don't see anything." I just smile and say, "Oh, it's just a little old lady trick." Little do they know, it's one of the most effortless ways to keep things pleasant without spending a dime on plugins or sprays. 8. Dryer sheets for baseboards. Now here's a clever one that really makes your cleaning last longer, especially if you've got pets or grandkids dragging dust and crumbs everywhere. Baseboards are one of those things that people often forget to clean. But once you do, the room looks instantly fresher. The trouble is, they attract dust like a magnet. That's where this hack comes in. After wiping them down with a damp cloth or all-purpose cleaner, take a dryer sheet. Yes, the same kind you toss in with your laundry, and run it along your baseboards. Not only does it leave them looking smooth and clean, but it also repels dust, hair, and static for weeks afterward. It works like a charm in high-traffic areas, hallways, kitchens, even behind furniture. Plus, it leaves behind that soft, clean laundry smell, that everyone loves. I always keep a few drier sheets tucked away just for this. And when friends compliment how clean my home stays, I tell them, it's not me, darling, it's the dryer sheets. 9. The catch-all basket trick. This one's less about scrubbing and more about staying sane. You know how it goes. Remote controls in the kitchen, reading glasses in the bathroom, kids' socks in the dining room. Things pile up, and the house starts looking messy, even if it's clean. So here's what I do. I keep a small catch-all basket in every major room. Living room, hallway, bedroom. Nothing fancy, just a woven basket, or even a plastic tub, if that's what you've got. Throughout the day, as I go about my business, I toss stray items into the baskets. At the end of the day, or once a week if I'm being honest, I walk around the house, return everything to its rightful place, and reset. It's like a little reset button for your home. Keeps surfaces clear, prevents clutter from snowballing, and makes cleaning the rest of the room so much easier. I learned this from a neighbor back in the 80s who had 4 boys, a full-time job, and a house that was always tidy. When I asked her how she did it, she pointed to her baskets. It's a small thing, but it adds up to a big difference. 10. Tea to shine wooden furniture. Now, here's a little gem I picked up from my grandmother, bless her heart. She was always polishing wood, our dining table, her cedar hope chest, the piano, and she never used those store-bought sprays. She used tea. Yes, black tea, the kind you sip in the afternoon. Brew 2 bags in about 2 cups of hot water. Let it steep and cool down. Then dip a soft cloth in the tea, wring it out, and gently wipe down your wooden surfaces. The tannins in the tea bring out the grain and give the wood a warm, healthy glow without that greasy residue most sprays leave behind. And it doesn't attract dust the way commercial polishes do. To this day, I still polish my old oak table that way. And every time I do, I think of my grandmother standing in her apron, humming softly, polishing away while the tea cooled on the counter. Some traditions are worth keeping,